Hi, everyone. My name is Michelle Ehrlich. I am the host of Hot Next Gen Careers, where I'm mostly talking to high school students, their parents. If you're a young adult looking for a career transition, or if you're living in your parents' basement, thinking about how to get off of their couch. If you're military, because I'm a vet, looking for what are you going to do to transition from the military to civilian life, and you're confused by any of these career transitions, you are not alone. We are going to take a step-by-step guided process, as I have in my books and my YouTube channel, because I myself am the veteran and teacher and career changer that I am talking to you about. And there is a way to manage your own career that you get the most fulfillment out of it. If you're a parent trying to guide your child or your adult child into what should be the best path for return on investment career, I have your back here. So I'm trying to talk to you as a mentor, also as a career guide, somebody who's been through a lot of careers, somebody who's talked to a lot of people and transitioned a lot, so that I have insights that are kind of unique, that I can spread the word to as many high school students, as I said, military transitioning into civilian careers, and parents that are trying to guide in the best way possible and have the best intentions for their children. I'm talking to all of you. So we're trying to help you seek your direction. We're trying to help you explore your career options. And these lessons here that I'm doing step by step are meant to help you, or help you help your child, however old that child is, to discover a path that feels right for them or for you. Today, we're going to start with the basic self-reflection, because it really has to start with where you are and what you like and don't like. So before you can choose a career or make a life decision, it is important to understand who you are, what excites you, and what drives you. So in this series, we're going to explore questions and exercises to help you identify your strengths, your interests, and your values. For parents, watching these lessons are a great tool to guide your child or your adult child in their journey of self-discovery. If you're someone in a career transition, understanding these foundational pieces will give you clarity and confidence in whatever direction you choose to pursue. So let's dive in and start building a clearer vision for your future. Before I start, I do want to go back to how many different career transitions I personally had, from military veteran and what I did in the military service, to being a teacher. Now I'm a real estate agent, and I also am a consultant, and I work with schools, and I work with people like you that are doing career guidance. Why did I change so much? And that's a good question. I'm always, as you should be, reevaluating my values, reevaluating what makes sense for me. After, for example, I finished my military career, I decided that that was not for me, and that's okay. Just because you make a choice doesn't mean that you can't make another choice. This is all your life. You should not feel stuck in any one direction. If you made the choice for what you thought you wanted and then discovered that you didn't want it, that's okay too. There are so many different ways to success in this life, and only you know what makes sense for you. So this is where we come back to self-reflection. It's essential for every age and every stage. Why is it so important? So no matter where you are in life, it is like self-reflection is like having a compass. It guides you by helping you identify what you truly enjoy, what you value, and where your strengths lie. For parents, this is something you can encourage in your kids. And if you're a young adult or transitioning from the military, these insights can guide you toward career choices that feel authentic and fulfilling. So I'm going to ask some questions of you guys, and I want you to really think about the insight for the answers to understand your interests and your passions. So you want to ask, the right questions to uncover your passions and strengths. So for parents, talking with their high schoolers or anyone who's looking to better understand themselves, these kind of questions are key to discovering what really interests you. And so questions like, what activities make you lose track of time? Or what do I love learning about without anyone telling me to do it? So whether you're a student or a young adult or a military member, these questions do reveal what naturally excites you. For example, maybe you're interested in gaming. Think beyond just playing games. Maybe it's the design, the strategy, or even the teamwork. This interest could lead to careers in game design, digital art, or project management. Parents, try to ask your child about these interests in an open way. And young adults or veterans can dig into why certain activities feel so rewarding. So for me, thinking back to the military, I wanted to have a career where I felt proud of, that others around me were proud, and my family felt proud of what I did. But at the end of the day, what I was doing in the military, how I was serving, my occupation did not align with my personal interest. I do like to talk to people. I do like to feel part of a team. And what I was doing too isolating for me. So I switched into education with the skills that I had learned from my military career. I easily transitioned into education. And from there, I've transitioned again and again for various reasons. And we'll get into those also. Why would anybody switch careers? Well, right now, it's very unusual to keep a career for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. It's more typical. The average person has between 7 and 9 different jobs and or careers in their lifetime. So really think about the vision of what makes you happy. Is it teamwork, working together on a project with other people? Is it being by yourself and working potentially from home? There are a lot of different aspects that you have to think about, diving deep into what you really like and what you really want, what makes you happy, what makes you tick. Do you get energized when you're with other people, or do you feel the opposite, that you'd rather work alone? These are key indicators to what might ignite passion in your career. So we want to keep identifying values and motivators. Let's take it further by identifying values. What really matters to you? So whether you're a student or a young adult or military, understanding your values can help you focus on a career path that doesn't just pay the bills, but also feels meaningful for you. So for example, if creativity is a driving force for you, then roles in design, writing, or media may appeal to you. If helping others is important, consider fields like healthcare, education, or counseling. Knowing what motivates you, whether it's stability or financial success or personal growth, can help you set meaningful goals. And I want to step back to the value of your parents and your family and your loved ones feeling respect for what you do. It can only go so far, because at the end of the day, you are going through that job on a 9 to 5 basis. You are going day in and day out into that job. It has to be meaningful for you, much more than what your parents can say to their friends at a dinner party about what their child's career is. Because at the end of the day, what really matters is not your parents saying that you're a doctor or a lawyer. It's really about whatever values make sense for you, because you're going to have to live and breathe that career every day. So let's say that a young adult living at home is focused on financial stability. That makes sense, right? They find value in careers with a strong job security. Maybe they're afraid because of what has happened to their parents and their careers. So they like a job maybe in finance or IT, or cybersecurity. So these are jobs that are really grounded in security. They are in high demand, high growth. These jobs are not going away. If you're a military member, maybe you value teamwork. I know I loved to be part of the team when I was in the Army. Maybe they value leadership and service. Like that is a strong value of mine. It may lead to careers in management or community service. So we're talking about how can parents support self-reflection and encourage action? Because not all children, teenagers especially, and then adult children are going to listen to their parents. So how can we make this a more manageable approach that they will actually listen to us? Well, parents, you do play an essential role in encouraging your child's self-reflection. For high schoolers, start with open-ended conversations. And for adult children at home, instead of pushing them in one direction, guide them to explore what truly interests and drives them. So one great way to support self-reflection is by engaging in gentle conversations about their answers. Ask questions like, what do you enjoy most in your free time? Or what do you see yourself doing in the future? This allows your child or adult child to explore their thoughts with your support rather than feeling any pressure. So here's an example of a parent-child conversation. For example, if your child or your young adult is interested in art, you might ask, what is it about creating that feels so fulfilling? Or do you picture yourself using this skill in a career? For veterans, this could be reframed as, what aspects of your military experience did you find most rewarding? So then you want to create a list of insights, or they create a list of insights, and then, of course, taking action. So after exploring these questions and the answers, it's helpful to put together a list of insights. So whether you're a student, a young adult, or a veteran, you want to write down what interests you, what you value, and then what you're good at. This can be a powerful tool for focusing on potential career. So, for example, you want to write an example list. For under interest, it could be, I enjoy working with technology and solving problems. Maybe you want to write down a motivator. I value financial stability and personal growth. Maybe under values, you could write down, I'm driven by making a difference and helping others. So this kind of a list gives you a clearer sense of who you are and what you're looking for in a career. For parents, encouraging your child or your adult child to make this list can be a great way for them to organize their thoughts and start taking small steps towards their goals. So next you want to, in self-reflection, you want to explore career options and resources. So once you have a better understanding of your interests and your strengths and values, it's time to explore careers that align with them. In future videos, we'll dive deeper into specific fields and opportunities, whether that's through college, trade schools, or military pathways. So I want to recap just to encourage you to take action. To wrap it up, self-reflection is a powerful first step in choosing a path that truly aligns with who you are. By asking the right questions, identifying your values, and understanding what motivates you, you're setting yourself up for a rewarding and meaningful career. Parents, your encouragement is key in guiding this process, especially if your child or your adult child is struggling to find their direction. And for those of you in transition, whether from high school, living at home, or leaving the military, remember that discovering what drives you is the first step towards creating a career you'll be excited about. Thank you for joining us for this self-reflection session. Taking time to reflect on your interests, values, and strengths is the first step to finding a meaningful career. In our next lesson, we'll take it a step further by discussing how to map your unique traits with specific career options. This next step is all about taking what you've learned and exploring real-world roles that align with who you are. Stay tuned for practical tips and examples to help you move closer to a career that you'll love. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on career planning. If you have any questions or personal experiences to share, please drop them in the comments below. Let's start this journey to a brighter, more fulfilling future together. Subscribe for more career planning tips. Explore our next video on aligning your values with potential career